This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know. Yeah. Whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games. Whoa. Hop up on that wagon. Oh, please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin'. Right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry. We just stuck up in our ways. West Coast, go ahead, stand up. Put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. True love, we stay manned up. Ahem, like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy. Drip so sick, I'm queasy. Whoa. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Love with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Another episode of the plus sides of being plus size? You got it, babe.
It's your boy, Papa Swole. Stop being a biche.
I am harder to kidnap.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Ooh, welcome everyone to episode 23 Hundo and 37 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swoleo, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you by Everest K2 flexing on all you.
Fucking Catalina.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Had to
The fucking Catalina
kick
wine
that.
mixer.
Had to kick that camera angle away. Had to push that away with the sick fucking gains. Welcome, everyone, to 2337. If you're brand new to the Mancast, make sure you drop some cherries in the comments down below. Welcome to the show. Make sure you hit the share button, subscribe, all that good shit, and make sure you leave us a 5-star review no matter where you are banging your ear holes. That helps tremendously, fam. We could not do it without you. Let's get a little America for the Swole fam. Let's get a little America for the Swole fam. We could not do without you. You gotta share the stream, tell people about the podcast, email them, text them, bang them, slap them across the tits electronically. You have that ability. Share the knowledge cock far and wide. Thank you to everyone that is here. Let's say hi to the fam a little bit. What's going on, Beaches? What's up, Tiff, B. Willis? What's up, Grizzly, Karen, Vinny, Della Ram? What up, Philip, Heidi, Jeremy in the house, Genosaurus, Brenda, hello, Cerny, Robin, Dan, Frank, Danny, what's up, Nick, John, everyone is here. Pedro, Jessica, Suzanne, Lupe, Elizabeth, oh my God, it's fucking amazing.
Inconceivable!
Everyone turning up and turning out on a Thursday. Oh my God. Let's get into today's episode. I'm fucking stoked. We have a great show. We got a lot of questions. We got some knowledge cock. We got to go deep. And of course, we have some awesome Swole fan posts to kick us off. But before we even get into any of that, reminder that tomorrow we have our overtime segment that goes live right after the live stream. So tomorrow is Friday. It's FEF. And we have our overtime segment right after for members only. So join the fam, SwoleNormousX.com, so you get access to all the private live streams. That goes live immediately after the public stream, so don't miss out on that. Overtimes are lit. They're absolutely fire. It's going to be absolutely juicy. Let's get some gorillas. It's going to be juicy. We got a great Swole card today, so let's get this nut busted open. Let's summon the Falcon and start the show. Are you ready for an amazing Swole card? Just make sure you drop that hashtag in the comments down below. Here we go. Drum roll. Nailed it. Put some respect on it. Would you smash? Drop in the comments down below. Ya boo. All right, fuck your resolutions. I know it's still a day or two away, but hashtag FYR. I don't think you want to put the word fuck because that's a naughty word. That's a naughty word. You might get flagged somewhere. I don't think you get flagged on YouTube. You used to on Facebook, but we haven't been streaming on Facebook for a couple weeks. I'm not sure if that stream's ever going to be. I'm not sure if we're going to stream on Facebook anymore. We might try to bring it back, but it's been a pain in the ass and they haven't let me stream again for whatever reason. So fuck your resolutions. Hashtag FYR will be just fine. So drop that in the comments down below. Hashtag FYR, fuck your resolutions. Drop that in the comments down below. Thank you so much, Tessie. It's a very nice card. It's a very nice card. Very nice card. It's very nice. It's very nice. Okay, let's get into today's tip. But first, we got a tainty man. Oh, it's a tainty man. Oh, my tainty boy. You're my tainty man. Tainty man. He's sleeping. He doesn't care. Okay, let's get some biceps and gorillas for the tainty man. Looking good. Looking sleepies. And yeah, and there's that. And there's that. Let's spin on and get into that tip. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right. We got some Swole fam posts coming. But of course, before we do, fam, have you checked out the brand new apparel over there at papaswolio.com. A lot of you already have. A lot of you already have. You've checked out the brand new designs, but we got these awesome Back to the Fucking Gym image and logo shirts. The image is great. It's Papa Swolio. It's myself. It's me getting out of the fucking DeLorean, looking at his watch. Holy shit, I need to go back to the goddamn gym looking yoked. Got my Nikes on from BTTF 2. Styling shirt. Check that out. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. And of course, you can get the logo. I love that straight logo shirt. That's fucking awesome. Back to the fucking gym. Also, the greatest game never made, the swollest game ever made, or never made, I should say, Swoleopoly. Go, do not pass the fucking gym, or do not go to the fucking gym. Do not bench 200 pounds. Oh. All right, check out the Swoleopoly and, of course, Swoller Things. All those brand new designs in the brand new releases tab on the site. So you can just click on, you'll see the collection at the top, but you could also go to new releases and we'll have all the latest releases in there that way because we have so many designs. There's so many designs on the site. It's really hard to prioritize. That's the hardest thing about the page is it's super hard to determine which ones I want to put at the top. I love all the designs. I really love every single one. It's just really, really, really hard to be like, hey, check this one out. I want you to check all of them out. So we put a new releases tab because we always have new releases and check that out. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. All right, let's get into the first Swole Fam post. Let's crack this beach wide open. Let's bust it open with Brian. Bust it open. All right, from our Swole Fam discussion boards on Swole X. What's up, Beaches? What's up, family? Just joined to be in a like-minded community. I'm in my mid-40s and looking to get fit and stay fit. Now that I have started, there is no stopping. Fuck yeah.
I am the danger.
Sounds like you're in the right place. Sounds like Brian's in the right place. Once you stop, there just ain't no quit. All right, we got one from the Swole Fam discussion board from Ace. Actually, it's Scott, apparently. Hi, everyone. I'm Scott, looking to learn how to eat and enjoying the motivation from the videos and the community. Just started the elimination diet today to see what my body reacts to. People, if you're new to the show and you have not yet done an elimination diet, that is absolutely paramount. And if you're watching live, I'd like to read some of your responses to the elimination diet. So drop in the comments down below. What did you determine? What did you learn? What foods did you eliminate? But what was like the biggest lesson that you learned from doing the elimination diet? Those of you watching live that have done it. It's so important. And if you're listening to the show, you're brand new, you came from Instagram or TikTok or something, and you've never heard of the elimination diet, or you've heard of it, but you don't know exactly what it is. It's not really a diet in the sense that the fat acceptance jabronettes were like, yeah, diet culture. It's not that. It's literally just you being your own science experiment. And most people don't realize that you have the ability to test which foods work best for you. Most people don't realize that they can actually figure this out themselves. You just have to put some effort into it. And most people don't have the discipline or the knowledge base to be like, oh, I can actually figure out what foods work best for me. Yes, you can. And you should. So drop in the comments down below. What would you recommend or what would you suggest to someone who's just hearing about the elimination diet for the first time? Always like to go over those stories because, and I think it's important for all of you that have done the elimination diet to think about it, to reminisce a little bit and drop that in the comments. We'll read some of them after we get into the knowledge cock portion. From Selsky365. Hi, I'm Celeste. You can call me Sky. All right, Sky. I have been sick over it. I've been sick. I'm over it now, but I'm up to 270 pounds. And in fear of diabetes, hoping Papa can help me lose the weight. Well, you are the one that will, can, and needs to help yourself lose the extra body fat. But myself and the Swole Fam, we have all the tools here for you. So welcome to the Swole Fam. Stoked to have you. Time for you to get on that elimination diet. Speak of the devil, it's time for you to get on that elimination diet for sure. We got a post here from Hillary, and Hillary writes, early morning run before the tropical storm hits the east side of Florida. Hope everyone is staying safe. My prayers are with Tampa and the rest of Florida's West Coast. Yeah, that's been pretty epic. The West Coast has been absolutely getting destroyed. Anyone here watching live? I think there's a lot of cell phone towers down and powers out for millions of people. So stay safe out there. Don't go wading around in the water with downed power lines. Please don't be fucking morons. Please just be safe. Be safe. Seriously. All right, Joanne, I did not want to go to the gym yesterday, not even a tiny bit. I had a very stressful day at work and I'm 2 days away from going on leave. Any other situation in the past like that, and I would have gone home and drank wine. I battled with that little voice in my head that makes the excuses and justifications. I got to the point where I made a compromise with myself. If I really wanted to go home and drink the day away, I could, providing I go do my workout first. By the time I was done, the urge to drink had passed, and all I wanted to do was eat and go to bed. I'm very proud of myself. The real challenges are yet to come. I leave for a 9-hour road trip in 2 days to start my holidays. Food and maintaining my training will be very important. We will see how this goes. Very good, Joanne. You should be proud of yourself. Seeing how that goes, I'm going to tell you right now, there's no need to see how it goes. You determine how it goes. That's what planning and preparing is all about. You don't have to wonder like, we'll see how this turns out. You're not rolling the dice. You are determining your outcome. So you will determine how you want it to end up. Are you preparing food for the trip? Are you bringing some bands or a kettlebell or something with you? You determine the outcome. You got to be careful with that language. We'll see how it goes. You determine how that goes. It's your choice. And you can make that decision and you can make that choice right now. So hope you enjoy your trip. But remember, just going on a trip doesn't mean that you need to. People use that as an excuse to stuff face and trash themselves. It's like you can enjoy your trip with your friends or doing whatever you want and still take care of yourself. You'll get up early, you'll sleep really well, and you can enjoy where you're going. That's the point, isn't it? It's not just an excuse to stuff face. All right, let's get into some knowledge conk. If you have questions, you can start dropping them in the comments down below. But I do want to read some of these responses to the elimination diet that we talked about. Let's see here. Pager, after doing the elimination, don't eat onions. Jacks me up. Frank says, how much seed oils and grains mess with my stomach? Let's see. Suzanne, I am right in it. Grains were out before, but dairy out killed it. Feels fucking great. Way more energy. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a typo there. So grains were out before, and then dairy, I guess, was killing you. Have you tried raw dairy? I agree. Processed and pasteurized dairy is awful. So good for you. Good for you. Syringa, I'm nervous the elimination diet will negatively affect my gut microbiome. Quite the opposite. It'll improve it. That's the whole point. Your microbiome is probably trashed or you probably have issues already. That's why you're doing an elimination diet. You want your microbiome to be improved. And this is a very new science. So people throw that term around. It's not like we have all the answers of what everything, everyone has their own unique microbiome, but it's based on what you're consuming. It's based on what you've been eating and what you've been cultivating for years. There's the microbiome and there's the macrobiome. And that's why antibiotics are just fucking awful. They're terrible. Maybe in emergency situations, but they're really bad for the gut. So quite the opposite. It will help you. That's what you're doing with the elimination diet. You're improving. You're improving. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. Let's take a phone call first, and then we'll take some questions. I can give you some time to drop in the comments. Make sure you use the hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Otherwise, it's hard for me to pick up on what's a question, what's not. First caller from Boaz. Did we do this one yesterday? We might have. Are you on?
Okay, let's go.
No, maybe not.
Hey, Papa Swolio. How are you, man? So, the question is seafood any beneficial to your health or not? Should you avoid it once for all? And every time the show starts, my 1.5-year-old boy, he comes with the gorillas. Oh. Good boy. Let me know if the question it is a Matt Damon question as well.
Matt Damon.
It's not a Matt Damon question. I'm just going to give you a Matt Damon because obviously you like the soundboard. And I don't know if your 1-year-old was saying Dada or Papa, but sounds like he's a fan of the show. So much love. Thank you for the question, bro. Easy, Tainty Man. What are you doing? Get comfortable. Get your shit together. We're going to do a podcast. Seafood, it depends on the quality of the seafood. The problem is there's a lot of microplastics in the ocean. There's a lot of toxicity and a lot of, all these like oil spills and all the trash and stuff that's in the oceans. It builds up over time, mercury levels. So it depends on what kind of fish you're getting. You really want to opt for sustainable but wild caught. You want to get as clean and as high quality as possible. There are microplastics pretty much everywhere, but that's another reason why grass-fed and grass-finished beef is a better choice. You're going to minimize and mitigate the risk of those types of toxins much more than when it comes to seafood, but definitely opting for things like, wild caught or sardines that are sustainably raised and wild caught. Those can be beneficial. I know people like salmon and things like that, but it depends on where you're getting your seafood from. Some are better than others, but then you have to, worry about some of those other concerns. In my personal opinion, I like grass-fed beef, grass-fed and grass-finished beef. I opt for that, but I don't eat a ton of seafood. I'm not against it, but in terms of satisfaction, satiety, health benefits, I personally make sure that I would just say in general, you would opt for a base of animal products more than fish, but that's just my personal approach to it. Depends on where you're getting it from. If you're getting farmed salmon, they're coloring that shit. They're coloring it orange. It's just as bad, if not worse, than grass-fed beef because they feed them corn and soy, and they keep them really packed in there, and they use food colorings and other types of chemicals to make the fish look orange. For example, farmed salmon is awful. So it's like anything else. Low quality is low quality. Better than eating kale and corn and soy, though, if you're getting wild caught fish. For example, if you're out there fishing yourself, and well, there you go. And there's those things, just like hunting. If you go out and you get fresh meat like that, there's nothing fresh fish. You go out and catch fish and you're cooking it that night. It's just a whole different taste. Fresh is night and day. Trace, what's the deal with pasteurized dairy? I thought pasteurization was just warming the milk to make it safer to drink. Well, that's the bullshit propaganda. Safer to drink is completely nonsensical. Oh, it kills good bacteria. It kills good enzymes and probiotics. It denatures the benefits of what's in the milk, and it makes a lot of people more intolerant to milk. It's the same thing with, aren't eating raw eggs bad or raw beef liver? Not if you're getting quality food. I've never had a problem. I've eaten thousands of raw eggs and thousands of ounces of raw beef liver. I've never had a single problem. Never had a single problem. So it's all about the handling. It's all about the quality of the food. And raw dairy, like I've been pounding raw dairy. It's great. It's wonderful. I never really did before. But you can find it. You can find raw dairy, and it's much, much better for you than pasteurized dairy. And a lot of the issues that people have oftentimes when it comes to dairy, whether it's lactose intolerance, when it comes to skin conditions, a lot of people have migraines. These are common things from dairy. You'll have maybe eczema or psoriasis. And Mama Swole always had issues with dairy. Nope, not with raw dairy, just with pasteurized. It's processed. It's processed food. Then you'll have people that are always like to defend and like, well, everything's processed. Yeah, everything has to come from something and be like transported, but that's not the point. The processing means like the denaturing, the heating of it, whether it's like the filtering process or skim milk. It's just like skim milk is the same thing. Like pasteurized skim milk is just like orange juice, it's sugar water. Good questions today. Brenda Papasolio, how is the elimination diet better than allergy testing? I hear a lot of people say they get allergy tests and cut some stuff out, but still have issues. I don't think that allergy tests are worthwhile in most cases. Doesn't mean you can't get one or you can't get some kind of beneficial information. I'm not saying don't listen to what your doctor says, but as we all know, many, if not most doctors don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to actually getting healthy. They know how to prescribe medication. So when it comes to allergy testing, this is not how your body, like they'll test these things with like a skin scrape or however they do it. It's not the same way that your body processes nutrients integrated into your body. So eating a food and testing after eliminating, hey, when I consume this is what happens. You just have to be very strict and very particular when you do your elimination diet, when you do your testing, and you'll see if you don't eat Brussels sprouts for 2 months and then you reintegrate them, you're going to fucking know whether or not they feel good or not, or kale or spinach. Your tongue's on fire, you feel bloated, or you have joint pain, you feel like shit. You're going to know what foods work good and don't work well. I don't think it's worthwhile. I think an elimination diet is a much better approach. People always want a quick fix, like, oh, I'll just go somewhere, they'll scrape and they'll tell me what to do. And of course they still have problems because an allergy test doesn't tell you about your gut biome. They don't tell you it doesn't give you any information or feedback on the integrated reactions to some of these food products. That's a good question. Grizzly, what made you want to start the Daily Swole? Well, I've been teaching at this point for years and years, not just with training, but doing seminars and master classes in person and teaching at school. So I've been teaching a lot for a long time, and I just like the idea of having a show or doing a podcast. And this was back in 2016. It's like, I can do that. I talk and do this stuff all the time. So why not do this? And I could do it from wherever I am. I can reach more people. So the idea was doing one-on-one training wasn't valuable to me anymore. I just didn't get satisfaction or purpose from it. Just one-on-one babysitting people and dealing with their, pretty much being a psychologist to an individual person. It wasn't a good use of my time. It didn't feel valuable to me. It doesn't mean that some people don't like personal training. It doesn't mean that some people don't get a lot of value and satisfaction from it. I just don't. So that's why I stopped doing it. I was very eager to stop doing it and never do it again. So I just wanted to reach more people and maximize the output so I can answer a question and then thousands and thousands of people can get the answer. And I can help a lot more people doing it the way I'm doing it now. And I'm always adapting and adjusting. But that was the idea, is just to provide and answer questions and go over different topics and just cover different things of my thoughts on my experience from training and fitness. And then, of course, the show has developed since the first episode. That is for sure. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Scrolling down, I might miss a couple questions. Gamer Girl just turned in because of work. Did you encounter the hurricane? Did not. Just got a little wind. Just got a little wind where I'm at. Scrolling down. All right, let's take another call. And then, of course, we'll get into a couple more questions. Trying to expand the knowledge cock portion because we're getting a lot of questions every day, which is great. Question here from Chico. You are live on the Swole cast.
Is Chef Papa Swolio ever gonna make his own pasta spagolios?
The fuck? What the fuck was that? Pasta spagolios? No. Chef Swolio's not gonna. No. Yeah, tilapia shit. No. Pasta what? Spagolios? All right. No. Second gen master, Papa Swolio, do you cook your steaks with any sea salt or pepper? I used to use both, but recently took out the pepper. I've noticed a big difference in taste for the better. Agreed. I don't use pepper at all. Pepper can poke holes in the gut lining and stuff and cause people indigestion and gut problems too. I just use Celtic sea salt or Redmond real salt. That's all I use. And cook and tallow. Done. It's so much better. Pepper is absolutely unnecessary for a delicious steak. It's amazing. None to not. Papa Swolio, do you drink fresh coconut water? What's your thoughts on it? If there was a coconut, cracked it open, drink the water, I think that's totally fine. You might not really get any benefit from eating the meat of it, but yeah, coconut water is great. It's got magnesium, potassium, electrolytes and stuff. I would just be careful of getting the ones that are being marketed and sold. A lot of times they're stabilizers or preservatives or added sugar or different flavor, crap that they add to it. But if you get a coconut from the tree, crack it open and drink the water, sounds good to me. You just might not want to eat the actual flesh. Dawn Creep, what foods would contribute to joint pain? Well, that's why you do an elimination diet, to test and see which ones cause that for you. I mean, many foods can cause joint pain. The most common ones would be processed dairy, but grains and gluten are a huge trigger for joint pain. But it depends on the person. You might have certain vegetables that cause that more than others. Nuts and seeds can do that. Vegetable oils can do that. It really depends. Nick, what's this current trend I see? Pounding orange juice before or during gym sessions? Doesn't citric acid cause issues during a workout? Orange juice is just sugar water. It's like soda. You may as well drink soda. You're extracting all the fiber. You're just getting concentrated sugar. You know how many oranges it takes? Have you ever made your own orange juice? If you really want to do a test like this, go get a squeezer, a fresh, one of those, you squeeze it down and go make your own orange juice. And you'll see how many oranges it takes to make orange juice. You'll be squeezing 5, 10 fucking oranges in order to get 1 glass. So you are just getting so much fucking sugar, no fiber. It's just like drinking soda. Just eat the fruit. Eat an orange if you want to have an orange. People just like to take the sugar. They feel like they get, a sugar pump. I used to eat Sour Patch Kids. Some people eat like gummies and stuff like that. It's garbage. It's shit. Eat some fruit. If you want fruit, eat fruit. People are chronically exhausted. So that's why they need so much caffeine before a workout. That's why they need to jack themselves up with like 300 milligrams of caffeine, because they're sleep deprived. And they're exhausted and they're drained and they're not inspired and they don't have purpose and they're just, I gotta essentially shoot up before I go to the gym. So they just jack up their central nervous system, stresses the fuck out of their body. You can get heart palpitations. You could fuck up your body. I used to take Mesomorph and all those fucking pre-workouts. God, it's so bad for you. It's so bad for you. Just some coffee, just some fucking coffee. Put some raw cream in it, or bulletproof coffee if you want to go that road, or black coffee. I usually just do black or maybe a little cream sometimes. Black coffee. If you have a really good coffee, you don't need to put sugar and junk like that in there. Oh, Delaram, thank you for starting the Daily Swole. Oh, thank you. Oh, come on.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Oh, Simberg, received my first order of grass-fed beef. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Get that fucking steak in your face. All right, JC, Papa Swole, what is your opinion on supplementing with fish oil, and do you know any good brands? What's my opinion? I don't personally. I use beef tallow. I get my pastured eggs. I eat a lot of grass-fed beef. I just personally don't do any kind of supplementing. A lot of times that can help people get their omega-3, omega-6 fatty acid balance better. You're always getting some omega-6. We talk about linoleic acid and omega-6. You just don't want that to be extremely disproportionate. So if you're sucking down vegetable oils and grains and plant foods, you're getting a lot more omega-6. So if you are eating more animal foods, you're getting more omega-3 relative to the omega-6. So it's a better ratio. You're still going to get omega-6. You still need that. You just don't need it in the excessive quantities. You want it to be biased more towards omega-3. So that could help some people get more in a positive balance. But if you're eating quality food and you're getting that elsewhere, you're eating, cold water fish and things like that, you can supplement. I'm not aware of anything that's like negative. If anything, it could be a positive. I just personally don't. I have in the past. I would recommend looking for brands that are you'd have to do some research on that, but you definitely want to get a transparent brand that gives you like the lot number that you can. A lot of times they do tests on impurities. The problem is with fish oils and with all these different products like seafood is that you can get a lot of toxins, mercuries and things like that. But some of these brands will actually give you the details on the back and a link or a barcode or like a QR code, and you can scan. It'll take you to the latest tests of that batch. It'll have like the lot number. You don't want things that have just been sitting on the shelf for years and years, but there's some liquid ones, or usually ones that are kept cold. If you go to some of these nutrition stores, you'll see like a fridge. That's obviously much, much better, especially if you're going for whether or not you believe in these things like probiotics. You don't want to get ones that are just sitting on the fucking shelf. You want to get things that are kept cold because they're definitely going to be more stable or preserved longer. But you want to look into that and see if it's a reputable brand and see if it's coming from a good place. And a lot of times some of these brands now are much more transparent because they're aware of people being wary about pollution and toxins. So they'll do tests and they'll make it transparent. Hey, this batch from this lot, and you can scan the code, and then it'll take you to a site where it has all the data from the latest, from where that fish oil was taken. You'll probably pay more for those brands, but what else is new? John Roach on Twitch. Hey, we got a Twitcher. All right. John, you holding down Twitch? How is it over there? A little quiet, right? A little quiet on Twitch? It's okay. You started streaming on Twitch a long time ago. I've been streaming on Twitch for years. And they're like, you're not wearing a shirt. You're going to get banned. I'm like, I don't care. This is what I do. This is the show. So I was like, all right. And then Twitch never really took off. It did, but just for gaming. It didn't really go a different direction. You never know. Maybe there'll be a renaissance at some point. It's probably going to go more Rumble anyway. I forgot to put the hashtag, but Papa, what percentage do you think genetics play in weight loss, gaining muscle, toning up, etc.? Toning up is just muscle. Toning up is just having less body fat. Weight loss, I want to make sure everyone leans away from saying weight loss, fat loss. If you're 300 pounds, you're not 300 pounds of muscle. You're 300 pounds mostly of fat. So you need to get rid of that fat. So forget the weight loss. Let's just say fat loss. I think genetics does play a role. I think it does play epigenetically. I think your parents and what level of like parabens, phthalates, and estrogens that they've been exposed to will scar your DNA. And we've talked about this for a long time. That epigenetics, like you have certain sequences that will bias you towards certain outcomes. So you have to be more vigilant and diligent in reversing that. But I think that's a very, very easy thing to rest on and to use as an excuse and a shield and reasoning to not put effort in. Like, oh, it's my genetics. I've been fat since, doesn't mean you can't change things. But definitely if your parents are eating garbage and they're sucking down, microwaving plastics and using all these environmental toxins on their bodies while you're pregnant and while you're a child, it's definitely going to fuck you up for sure. More than people realize. And it's really hard to quantify issues like this. It's really hard to point towards, hey, you have cancer because you ate a lot of gluten. Humans are so complicated and you're not in a controlled environment and you can't compare it. So it's really, this is why the elimination diet, and getting back to, I think it was Brenda asking about allergy tests. This is why it's so important to use like an N=1. You need to be your own test subject. Oh, it's anecdotal. Fine. Who cares? Like you need to be testing this stuff on yourself because you're a very unique individual and your lifestyle and all your habits and all your variables throughout your life is completely different and will never be similar to anyone else. That's why it's really hard to get any kind of large studies because you're just grabbing data from a lot of people that do a lot of different fucking things. And if you're comparing what you do to a lot of people that do these like larger studies, most people trash themselves. Most people are eating garbage quality food. Most people don't exercise. Most people don't do any of the 7 pillars. So I don't really give a fuck if you're testing 500 people that are unhealthy. Great. They had this outcome. Okay, well, they're unhealthy people. It's not accurate and doesn't relate to me and my personal existence. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful with those types of things. I hope I answered your question. I kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but that's what we do here. All right, let's get into another question. Mosamad, Sharman, Jahan, Haved. Holy shit. Is that really the whole name? Is that it? You got a couple more names in there? We'll call you M-Bomb. What you got? You're on the Daily Swole.
Hello, Papa Swolio.
What's up, Ish?
First of all, thank you for the daily motivation.
You got it, bro.
I just subscribed to your website and
welcome.
I was looking for the meal plan, but I could not find it. What I did find was information about nutrition and a tab called The Kitchen with some amazing recipes. But I don't know how to approach your nutrition part because I cannot find what I should eat, how much I should eat of that, and how many times should I eat in a day, portion size, that kind of stuff. Did I overlook something or could you clarify this? Yes. Anyway, thank you. And
got it.
Sorry for my English. It's not my native language.
I wish to. First off, your English is better than most people that it's their primary language. Your English was fucking perfect. Holy shit, your English was perfect. I wish that my second language was completely fluent. That was perfect. So yeah, English is definitely not a weak point for you. In terms of so what you're looking for is not what we do. And all the information, you have access to all the information. Obviously, we just need to clarify how your approach to it. So the kitchen is where you're going to find the nutrition jumpstarts, where you're going to find the elimination diets, where you're going to find thousands of recipes, where you're going to find the meal preparation sections, where you're going to find the different approaches in terms of carnivore, vegan, or pescatarian or paleo and these types of approaches. So we don't do like, hey, eat this much. Hey, eat these macros. Hey, do this. Take 2 scoops of this. Here's a meal plan. This is why you need to do an elimination diet. Elimination diet. So you're in the right place. You are just expecting what everyone else does when you sign up for a program or, hey, I bought a diet plan. Oh, we'll have 1 cup of rice, have 6 ounces of chicken breast, have blah, blah, blah. We don't do that shit because you need to customize and you need to figure out first which foods work best for you. So you need to do the nutrition jumpstart and the elimination diet. First off, is it Mosammed? If I pronounce the name wrong or if I misread that, apologies. Make sure you join the private groups like the Telegram chat and ask these questions there. That way we can get some rapid feedback to you, or you can send us an email in the Facebook group too, but you can send us an email to support@swolenormous.com if you are, for whatever reason, not seeing what I'm talking about. But when you do the elimination diet and the nutrition jumpstart, it will tell you, hey, you're cutting out these foods. And the reason is you're cutting out X, Y, and Z foods is because you need to clear your body of all these antibodies. You need to clear your body of all these defense mechanisms that have been built up over years and decades possibly, so that your body can reset and you can zero out. You can get that control base level. And then you integrate these foods one at a time to see which foods react well with you and maybe foods that you need to eliminate permanently because they do negatively affect you. So you need to customize and figure out which foods work best for you. And then the quantity and the ratios will develop from that. So if you figure out, hey, I work really, just saying, this is like me and many people in the Swole fam, I work great with animal products. I don't like tons of carbs. I don't like vegetables, don't really work well for me. You know, meat and fruit is my thing. Okay, that's going to really give you an idea of what your ratios should be. It's going to be much more fat and protein and lower on the carbohydrate side. So that's how that's going to end up. And depending on your energy levels, what your goals are and everything else, it's going to come from that. So if you know which foods you work best with and it's proteins and fats, guess what your macro ratios are going to end up being. It's going to be mostly proteins and fats and then lower on the carbohydrate side, which is best for most people. So that's what you have to determine first, is which foods your body reacts well to or maybe does not react well to. And then that's going to come out from that. This is different. And the Swole fam and Swolenormous X is different than what most other or anyone else is doing, is that we help you customize and individualize your nutrition. I will never sit here and be like, you should eat this much of this. Like, imagine getting a diet plan like, 8 ounces of chicken, 8 ounces of steak, half a sweet potato. That's so fucking arbitrary. That doesn't match with what your preferences are. That doesn't match with maybe what your individual sensitivities are. And this is why many people that just start a diet that's just dictated to them, they fucking fail or it's miserable because you're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole rather than you're trying to, okay, how about this? Ready? Here's a good analogy. You're taking a tree, let's say a palm tree, and you're planting it up north. It's not going to work, right? It's going to die. Let's just say, use this example. Think about it. It's going to die because of the weather. It's not meant to be up there. So what you're doing instead of that is you are growing from a seed, a tree or a native plant that is going to be native to that area. You move up north, you're going to plant, a pine tree, which will grow effectively. So you're planting the seeds for your own success rather than just like, hey, you're just trying to transplant my diet into your life. Maybe you don't have access to certain foods. Maybe you actually have allergies currently that don't allow you to eat certain foods or this, or your taste profile, like, oh my God, I'll vomit if I eat that. It's like, okay, everyone's got their different thing. Or maybe there's a religious thing that you're, limited to doing. So it's important to understand that this concept, what you joined in terms of Swolenormous X, is literally going to give you the tools to customize, individualize, and give you more adaptability and longevity and education long-term rather than just like, hey, do this. You're going to learn like, hey, if you're going out to eat or you're traveling, what foods work best for you, and you're going to know how to navigate no matter where you are. So you are learning much more tools. It seems like more work up front. It seems more uncertain and might be more fearful or like, oh my God, you're nervous because it's putting the ball in your court. But that's what we do here. And you're going to get a lot more benefit from that than just being like, hey, eat what I eat. Because you might negatively react to it. Or it might upset your stomach because it's a drastic change for your current gut microbiome. So you, just going from what you're doing to what I'm doing, it might jack your shit up. So you need that transition. You need that on-ramp. So that's what we're doing here. Mandy, do you recommend eating mushrooms? Thinking of adding some to my eggs in the morning. Mushrooms are one of those things that can kind of be hit or miss for people. Also, it could be something that maybe you react better to when you saute them versus, eating them raw. You'd have to test that. A lot of people might be like, it could be one of those things. You have to try it out. The Dusty Dud, Papa Solio. Hey, Papa, a YouTuber said eating too much protein can destroy your body. Is that true? The YouTuber is a keto dieter. All right, so they already have brain damage, Matt Damon. Eating too much protein can destroy your body. That sounds very hyperbolic. If you're doing keto, you're barely having enough protein to survive effectively. Keto should be something that's used in like unique circumstances, maybe for like limited time frames. It's really not ideal for most people, especially long term, nor is it really healthy long term. But your body will go into ketosis now and again. What do you mean by too much protein? Again, like too much protein. Yeah, if you have too much, like, hey, if you have too much weight on the bar, you might crush your back. Yeah, well, everyone's got that number, whatever that is. Sounds kind of vague and hyperbolic. Just saying. I don't know there's no context there. You just like some YouTuber, like, fuck. You know how much shit there is on the internet? Like some person online said this. Some people think the earth is flat. Some people think that space is fake. There's a lot of people that think a lot of things. So some people still do calories in, calories out, or if it fits your macros, overeating real fucking food. So there's that too. All right. Good question though. If you want to follow up on that, let's see. Let's get another call. Stelios. There's two names. Stelios. You're on the fucking Daily Swole. You're on the greatest mancast in the realm. You're a go.
Is it better to work out from home or in the gym?
That's a good question. Right up my alley. Wherever you want to smash. The gym is wherever you train. People ask me this all the time on TikTok and stuff. Like, well, I never see you in the gym. I don't really get that much as often on Instagram. But on TikTok, I never see, all you're saying is telling people to go to the fucking gym, but I never see you in the gym, Papa Swole. I'm out there swinging a club, doing more work in 30 seconds than most people put in their fucking life. Yeah, I have a home gym. I built out my own home gym. By the way, my big fucking shipment, my new rack and all this shit comes on Monday. Let's fucking go. A lot of gear comes on. Or around then. Super stoked. Yeah, I mean, what's better? Wherever you train. Personally, I like a home gym. You know, we had a lot of uncertainty when it comes to like hurricanes and stuff like that or bad weather. You can close shit down. It could be a holiday. I don't give a fuck. Gym's open. My gym is open 24/7, 365. My gym is open whenever I want to use it. 3 a.m, 9 o'clock in the morning, rain, shine, Christmas, New Year. It doesn't matter. When I want to train, I can train. Of course, when you have a home gym, it's more cost up front. It doesn't mean you need a lot of equipment. You can get a couple clubs, you can get a kettlebell or two, and maybe some bands and shit like that. And maybe that's all you want to do. Fine. If you want to put on maximum muscle, you need more tools. But you can make a lot of progress with minimal equipment. And there's different strategies to that. If you have any questions, you can follow up with some more details. You don't need to spend $20,000 to make some gains. You can get some used equipment. Weights are weights. But whatever keeps you consistent and drives you. Some people love to have a gym. I mean, another reason why I'm really in love with training at home, a home gym, it's because I've also trained in a fucking gym for 20 years. I've done it for 20 years. It gets old after a while. You know, I just don't want to go there. I don't want to wear fucking shoes. I don't want to wear a shirt. I don't want to have to listen to music and the bright fucking lights and wait for a squat rack or this. Sure, a gym can have some cool equipment, and it's for all you. So for me, a home gym still has that novelty, and I'm not tired of it yet. And the cool thing is, I build out a home gym. Guess what? If I want to go to a gym, they're not going anywhere. I can always go to a gym. I can always go to someone. So I can always do that in the future. If I really feel inspired, like I want to go to a gym, then guess what I'm going to do? I'll go to a gym. If I want to get a gym membership, I'll go to a gym membership. I'll get one. And I'll also have a home gym. So it's more money up front to build it out. But, you know, it depends on what you're trying to do. And it's an investment. The cool thing about weights is that they never go bad. They're going to be there, and anything that I buy, unless I break it, which it's really hard to break fitness equipment unless you're just being an idiot on purpose. You know, you have it forever. It's good forever. Let's get a little tainty man in the meantime. Oh, tainty man. You're such a tainty boy. You're so tainty. You're so tainty. Oh no. Yeah, saunas are often gross at gyms too, or they're broken. Elizabeth, I love my home gym. The only reason why I go to a gym is for the sauna, which is broken at my gym. Yeah, that's why I got my own. That's why I invested in a sauna and a cold plunge. I don't have to go anywhere for that either. That's awesome too. But again, just slowly but surely, just build it out. Build it out. Papa Swole, what's your favorite fantasy novel? Want to add more books to your shelves? Fantasy? I'm not as big a fan of fantasy as I am like sci-fi. Everyone's gonna be like, oh God, don't fucking say it. But my favorite sci-fi books are Hyperion. Hyperion's my shit. I love that book. Dune's great too. So it's not so much fantasy as it is sci-fi. There's some fantasy in there too. Let's see. Grizzly, what do your neighbors think when they hear you screaming at people to go to the fucking gym? They're never home. They're never home because they take my advice. They're always at the fucking gym. Like, they get home, I see them drive in. I'm like, go to the fucking gym. They're like, all right, they fucking back up and they go to the fucking gym. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. One more question. We really got to move on, but let's take one more from Struan Carter. You're on the Daily Swole. Remember, if you want to submit a question, go to askpapaswolio.com and submit your question. You're live. Go.
Papa Swole, dude. I'm kind of going through a stage in life where I'm, giving up with everything, and I'm not trying to be this. Oh, I'm the soppy kid. Give me attention. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm sick of being skinny. I'm sick and tired of being fucked over by women. I'm sick and tired of just going out, drinking, smoking, and having sex. And then when I meet up with a girl and have sex with them, I catch feelings way too easily, and then they don't want anything, and it really puts me down, sir. And I'm wanting to start, and your motivation, I always used to ignore it because I thought I was fine with my body, but I realized that I'm not. I'm really not. I'm 10 kilograms. I'm 8 kilograms underweight. I'm 5'10". I'm supposed to be 72 kgs. Is what my weight should be. I'm currently at 65, and just let me know. Cheers.
All right, bro. First off, you're in the right place, and I know it's not easy to. Let's get a round of applause. It's not easy to lay that all out there. I can tell in your voice that you're in pain and you're frustrated, but you're in the right place. I appreciate your question, and make sure you plug in to the Daily Swole, and I hope you're listening to this. Also, I would also recommend joining the fam over at swolenormousx.com. At least you can start for less than $10. Just get yourself around the Swole fam more often. Get in the Telegram chat, get in the Facebook group. Start engaging and laying it all out there, and we can help guide you. So just putting that out there. It's not a requirement, but definitely recommend you get more involved with our family. Also, don't worry about what you're supposed to be. All right. I caught that. You're saying, I'm supposed to be this weight. I'm supposed to be this heavier. I'm supposed to be this. Fuck all that shit. You are where you are now because of your current habits, which is why I think it sounds more like you're frustrated with yourself rather than the other situation. So whether it's the girls, whether it's the drinking, whether it's that's all a result of your 7 pillars, the community that you're keeping, your actions. Okay. Your daily actions is going to lead to your long-term outcomes, right? Your acute actions are going to lead to those chronic adaptations. So you're putting yourself in those situations. You are not developing yourself as an individual. You need to start going to the fucking gym, and you need to absolutely start crushing those fucking weights and your nutrition and your sleep. I would literally go to swolenormousx.com, download the 7 pillars, and start hammering that fucking shit every goddamn day. You're just going to take a mallet and smash that fucking bolt or that nail every fucking day. You challenge yourself with weights. You go in the gym, you're going to get out all those fucking demons. You're going to challenge yourself. You're going to put yourself through your own hardship, but it's your own hardship that you're controlling. That's the beauty of training, is that you are in control of the stress. You are in control of your self-inflicted challenge. So it's your responsibility to challenge yourself, and you'll get those benefits and those adaptations based on the level of effort that you put into challenging yourself and the level of effort you put in to overcome those challenges. So you get that sense of pride and validation because you're not growing because someone else is putting stress on you and then you're adapting. You're doing it to yourself. So you are in control of your entire environment when you're in the gym. And that's why training is so important. It's because you are in control of what you're doing. You're in control of your results. So you need to get in control of your life. And it's going to come from building that discipline and that relentless effort inside the gym. I'm telling you. And the gym could be at home. The gym could be at a gym. And you said you're underweight. Fine. Then it's time to build muscle. So I'm going to tell you straight up, rather than bitch and moan and cry. And you're not calling. I know you said you're not crying to be complaining being a pussy. I know you're frustrated. But if you put this all out there and then you don't take action, well, then you're fucking up yourself. Okay. So now you're aware of what is holding you back. You're aware of what's not giving you purpose and satisfaction. So fuck all that. And now your habits have to change. So now it's time to crush the weights. It's time to put on some fucking mass. It's time to up the protein, eat some real fucking food, train really fucking hard, put your head down. Fuck everyone else. Fuck the drinking, fuck the stupid girls. It doesn't matter. You're not a whole person yet. Once you improve yourself, then you will be okay with whatever happens. You're not going to take a rejection personally because it doesn't matter. You know who you are and you're in love with yourself and you're taking care of yourself and you are an entire person. You have a full cup. You are able to handle whatever comes your way. Okay. And I guarantee when you invest in yourself and you start developing yourself as a individual and you fortify yourself, self-development in the gym, mentally, meditation, yoga, all these different types of things, you're going to find the right person because you are going to be, you're going to find someone that matches you for the care that you have about yourself. You might meet someone in the gym. You might not. Doesn't matter. Hat on, headphones on, go and fucking train. Work on yourself. Carve yourself. You need to first off surround yourself with better people. That's why I said join the fam. If you can't afford it, whatever it is, head on over to the podcast, subscribe. And if you have any limitations with joining the fam, send us an email to support@swolenormous.com and you can reference this and we'll help you out. So just make sure that you are plugging in. You're in the right place. You found us. It was meant to be. But you are in control of all this. So you're literally saying all these things that were frustrating you, those are based on your actions. So you change those actions, you change those inputs, you're going to change the outputs. You just can't keep on doing the same shit and expecting different results. So reach out to us, join the fam if you can, subscribe to the podcast, and it's time to fucking get to work. It's time to get to work. All right. We'll close on that. Good shit. Balls deep time, bitches. Let's go. Let's go.
That's deep.
That's some fucking fire. That's some fire. Yeah, cut out the fucking drinking, cut out the boozing. You got to get better friends. You got to surround yourself with better people, and that's why the Swole fam's a shit. Your community is going to lead to what those outcomes are like. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right, let's get into some balls deep shit. Put the work into you. And don't listen to anyone else like, oh, you're being selfish and that. Fuck yes, you are. Be selfish. Be more selfish. Most people are not selfish enough. Take care of your fucking self. Stop worrying about shit that you can't control. Again, you need to focus on shit that you can control. If you're always thinking about other fucking problems and like, oh, this girl and that girl, fuck that bitch. Or fuck that dude. Oh, you want to hang out with us? Oh, come on, man. Yeah, fuck that dude. Don't hang out with them anymore. If someone's not supportive of you investing in yourself, then they are not for you. They're not your friend. They're your drinking partner. There's someone else that wants to wallow in their own misery and they're dragging you down with them. All right, that's a fucking rant. Hit that and play that on replay. All right, let's drop a... What do you want to do? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
What's in the box?
And like I said, we're here for you. This is what we do. This is what we do here every day. And this is what we do inside the Swole fam. And imagine hopping into the Swole fam Telegram chat. You're in a low point or you have some kind of struggle. You drop it in there and then everyone just dives in and fucking helps you right away on the spot. 24/7, 365. I don't care where you live. Swole fam's open all day long. Whether or not someone's awake is a different thing, but we got people from all around the world. So the time zones don't really make a difference as much. All right, let's get into some stupid shit. So, you know what? Cerny from the Telegram chat holding it down. She says 3 just because. 3 just because. We'll do it. We'll do it.
We choose truth over facts.
All right, Cerny, just because. Oh, that's right. This chick said, okay, this chick at one point, I forget her name. I don't know what the podcast was, but this girl said, people aren't attracted to you if you're 300 pounds, which is pretty fucking no cap. And then people started blowing her up as obviously they will. Like, oh my God, but you tell me I'm not beautiful? Yeah, actually. Okay. This video is titled, Look Good at 300 Pounds. It's a stitch, so best wishes.
Name someone that looks good at 300 pounds.
I really enjoy being living proof.
Matt Damon. We choose truth over facts.
Your face looks all right. Let's play that again. I had to stop it.
Name someone that looks good at 300 pounds.
Based.
I really enjoy being living proof. I am just over 200 pounds.
That's not 300 pounds. But let's continue.
Dating 2 attorneys,
I'm dating 2 attorneys. Okay, so not really valuing myself much as a woman. Cool. You sound very high value. People must be clamoring and tripping over themselves to get a overweight chick. Nice.
biologist, recently dumped a doctor, rejected a millionaire. And I know that none of those things would change if I were 300 pounds.
Absolutely,
if
they
I
would.
gained 80 more pounds, those things would not change in my life.
They would.
Fat people exist, and not only that, fat people are happy.
Disagree. Happiness is an emotion, just like motivation. Happiness doesn't mean anything. It's like, oh, feeling in a good mood. Are you motivated? Who fucking cares? It's time to train. I don't feel like it. Okay, 0 fucks. It's discipline. Happiness is a worthless thing to achieve. Everyone's like, I want to be happy. I don't know. Then do a bump of Coke. You're going to feel elated for a moment. Happiness is not something to aim for. You need to look for purpose, satisfaction. You're going to have joy. You're going to have good moods, but happiness is some kind of Disney fucking thing. You know, this living happily ever after bullshit. That's nonsense. You need to live with purpose. You need to live with intent. You need to develop yourself, right? You know, building relationships, 7 pillars. All these things are going to give you satisfaction and peace and joy. Fucking hell, I'd be happy. Fat people are happy. It's called a dopamine release. Fat people love themselves some cookies. They love themselves some cake. Fat people are happy. Really?
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
Sounds like you're triggered as fuck. Fat people exist. Thank you so much. I have been to my local Walmart recently, so appreciate the input. Fat people exist, you don't say. You don't fucking say that fat people exist. You learn something every day, don't you, fam?
And if my happiness means that I get to piss you off,
it doesn't.
I'm going to continue to pursue happiness.
Okay. All right. That's a 7-layer cake. That's not happiness. Okay. You're going to continue to pursue happiness. Very good. Very good. Sounds like you are a real catch. Your video has nothing to do with what the initial video was talking about. So you're talking about if I was a third heavier. There's a big difference. Anyone else? Anyone else want to break down the difference between a woman being 200 pounds and 300 pounds? Slight difference. You're talking about a 50% weight increase. So yeah, you're dating 2 attorneys that are probably super fucking fat and couldn't do better. Just saying. That's probably what's happening. Because you're an attorney, you're just automatically in great shape. A biologist recently dumped me. Oh, a biologist. Okay, biology degrees. Very valuable. Excellent. A millionaire. A doctor rejected. You rejected a doctor? Cool. Doctors are classically unhealthy and overweight and don't have a lot of time to date, so they'll grab what they can get. And a millionaire. That's cool. All right. Sounds like you're a real catch because you're flexing that you dated someone with money. Awesome. Well done. Well done. Excellent. Yeah, I love how you assume, oh, it's a doctor and attorney. Yeah, they must be very intelligent and in great shape and awesome. And Jarella, my husband is an attorney. They aren't all in shape, I can tell you. No shit. Those 2 attorneys probably have 2 more girlfriends besides her. I'm dating 2 attorneys. I'm sure they're dating a lot of other people. You're not that intelligent. You sound really happy. If you're making videos like that, if my happiness pisses you off, it doesn't. You're in a good mood. I'm okay. Okay. Again, happiness is that transient emotion. Happiness is like, what is that? It's like motivation. You feel good right now. You happy. I just don't think it's a valuable metric. I think it's complete nonsense. Purpose. Pursue purpose. Yeah, you're dating 2 attorneys. I'm sure they're dating a couple other people. You rejected all these other people. Cool. And guess what? You're dating 2 attorneys. That means you're still single. They're fucking you. Ugh. But they ain't marrying you, huh? Maybe you should think about that a little bit more. You're not dating two attorneys. You're fucking two attorneys. Big difference. Big difference. No one's really keeping you around, are they? And that's one side of the story. It's always like, oh, I rejected this and I used to did this. Like, uh-huh. 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 And here's another thing. Just because someone's dating you and you're fat, a lot of people are fat. The people are probably dating are fat. Most of the times when you see fat people, they're dating each other because that's what you can get. If you're an obese woman, your choice in the pool is shallow. If you're an obese man, you can get away with it if you have money because you have more value to provide and more security potentially. That's how it works. It's not misogynist, it's just the fucking truth. Okay. Whatever. And by the way, this is how it works. Ladies, even if you're overweight or you're obese, most any woman can get laid if they snap their fingers. I'm not saying you want to. I'm not saying you're a whore. Most women just can get laid whenever they want. They can. They might not find a 10 out of 10 man, but they can get laid walking down the street. And some make a profession like that. You have a guy going down the street like it's, hey, I'll bang you. I'm not going to get anyone. You have a woman be like, hey, baby, what are you doing tonight? Done. Done. You go to a club, you're overweight or you're a little bit obese. Cool. Drink a couple beers. You will go, if you want to fuck a man, you will end up fucking a man that night. You will fuck a man that night. So dating two attorneys, oh, you're getting fucked by two men. Wow. That deserves a medal. It's like an 8th place trophy. For a woman, it's like, okay. Okay. Okay, it's not like an accomplishment. That's easy. You can bang every night if you want, if you're a woman. But no one's going to want to be with you. No one's going to have a relationship or lock that down. You're just going to be hit it and quit it. But you can get laid if that's something that you're using as a metric for your happiness. Kron, that's why girls are shamed for it and guys are praised for it. We got to put in the work. It's also true. Guys have to work. Guys have to make money. They have to be in great shape. They have to talk well because as a woman, it's a classic thing. It's a classic thing. If you're a very attractive woman and you're sitting at the bar and like that, or at a club or like, that's a great place to meet people, right? But you'll have guy after guy and buy you drink and this, you have options. So of course you turn down a lot of it because you have options. You don't have to. You could pick whoever you want. As a guy, it's like you're trying to get in. Oh, I'm trying this move. I'm trying this move and saying this thing. As a woman, it's like, do I want to? There's no scarcity. There's no scarcity there. All right. Let's take another video. Let's see what we got. How long are these? Pretty good. Pick a number, 1 or 2. Swole. I agree with Wax. Swole sluts are better. Let's fucking go. Swole sluts in the house. Brenda, she's a 2 at 10 and a 10 at 2. Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah, Swole sluts are the best. Papa Swole, you're a misogynist. Or just, I observe things that are factual. Oh, God, this fucking chick again? Jesus Christ. I don't want to end on her face. I definitely don't want to end on her face. Get it? Get it? We'll do it again.
Emotional damage.
We might have to. I don't want to end on that face. I don't want to end on either of these faces for the podcast and otherwise. Let's just do this one. Let's do eyebrows first. You guys know who it is. You already know. But we'll do this one first because I don't want this to be the end of the show. Why? Why is she showing up in this fucking folder so much? All right, let's watch this twat. Here we go.
What's in the box?
Nick Scout, #1 glasses, facial piercings. All food is morally good. I love the detail. I think you're wrong on the glasses and facial piercings, but those eyebrows could almost be considered piercings because they're not required to be there. You can do better with that.
Have you ever seen a before and after picture from somebody that was on a huge transformation and you thought, oh, I wish I looked like that. How did she do it?
Yeah, pretty common. Oh my God, this person got amazing results. How did they get amazing results? Maybe I can do what they did and get results too. Like watching a successful business person or like, oh my God, what'd they do? How'd they do it to be successful? Maybe if I did the same things, I could be successful too. How did those people build that amazing hut or shack or building? Oh my God, maybe if I did the same exact things that they did to build a building, I could build a big building too.
To tell you that before and after pictures are bullshit. Unless that person is dead, which we wouldn't wish on anybody.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
You went full retard, man.
Wait, what?
Before and after pictures are bullshit. Unless that person is dead, which we wouldn't wish on anybody.
There's 60 seconds left of this video. You better turn that shit around. What does death have to do with it?
Before and after pictures are bullshit. Unless that person is dead, which we wouldn't wish on anybody, it's not an after picture. It's actually a during picture.
I thought that was going to make sense. It still does not.
Before and after pictures force us to compare ourselves to these people. But
No, it doesn't. All right, human beings always compare themselves to other people. It's called prejudging. It's prejudice. It's prejudging. You're supposed to. This is how humans avoid problems. This is how people, create belonging in their tribes. And it's an evolutionary protective trait. Like you want to surround yourself in a more comfortable or safe environment. That's what prejudging is. Like, hey, that's a tiger. Go the other direction. Oh, I'm prejudging that situation. I'm not going to go and be like, oh, this tiger's ripping out my guts. That was a bad choice. I don't think she's a natural blonde. She's definitely dumb, though. Grizzly. Lindsay, I feel like my brain just had a stroke. Yeah. You and...
Come on, man.
Yeah. Speaking of strokes.
Anytime you now see a before and after picture, I want you to change the compare ourselves to these people. But anytime you now see a before and after picture, I want you to change the verbiage to before and during. Because that picture is just a snapshot in their life.
Wow. Fam, did you know that a picture is just a snapshot of someone's life? Let's get a round of applause.
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
You're laying on these facts pretty thick. I don't know if I can handle anymore. I don't know how much more truth bombs I can handle. A before and during. Oh my God. So it's only if they're dead that it's an after. No, it's before I started my fitness. It's before I started exercising and after. Yes, it's also during, you fucktard. Oh my God. This is not fun to feel like your brain cells just imploding. Literally in my head, they're just like, fuck this, I'm out. I don't know how many more episodes I can do of this Daily Swole. I might be burnt out by 3,000. I don't know if I could do this forever. I don't know how many brain cells. It's gonna be like episode 9,000. I'm just gonna be there like Stephen Hawking, just like, I'm gonna be done by then.
To before and during, because that picture is just a snapshot in their life. Bodies are meant to change, and they will change throughout our entire life due to aging, metabolism, illness, medical diseases and conditions, injuries. There are so many reasons our bodies change.
Oh.
You switch the samples.
Oh. Oh. apologize in advance, Howard. It's going to be ugly.
I want to challenge you the next time you see a before and after picture to say out loud, that is a before and during picture. I am not going to give into this diet culture bullshit. Save this video so you can remember in a time of need. P.S. I also want to say if you've ever posted a before and after picture, there's no guilt or shame that needs to be felt. There may be a part of you that feels guilt or shame because you look back at the picture and you said, oh, I posted this before and after and I don't look like the after photo anymore. Guess but you're not supposed to. It's a during photo. Don't forget it.
I cannot get the last 2 minutes of my life back. I know. Oh my God. I love how all those outcomes were worse. Yeah, it's a before and during, because guess what? I'm fucking swoller now. I look better than then. You're right. I shouldn't have done that. That was a during picture. Now I look even better than I did. It's a before and during and after. It's a before, during, and during. It's called progress, you twat. God, what a dumb bitch. So stupid. You know what I love is you can tell everything about this. You know, they usually say, hey, you can't judge a book by its cover. And watching that one video, we don't know everything that's going on in her fucking life. I know she's not getting railed. I know she's not actually taking care of her health. She doesn't have anyone in her life that actually wants to be around her. Can you imagine spending time with that thing? Can you imagine? Can you imagine sitting across a table just waiting for those eyebrows to chrysalis? Just like they're going to. They're going to. Like, I swear to God, I saw it move. Yeah. Yeah, so if you posted one of those pictures, it's okay. Shut the fuck up. Go to the fucking gym. Stop making TikTok videos that are stupid. All right, let's continue. Last one, fam. Let's go.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with like a little lady with her legs crossed.
I better use my strong hand.
Jesus Christ. I love the daily. This is when we go deep. See what happens? See what happens? All right. This one is called... You see why I didn't want to end with that video? It's like, I don't want to end with that because her videos are so painful. This is called Former Fats. This one looks equally as painful. Former fats. So not current fats, but former fats. The artist formerly known as Fat. Okay, here we go. Drum roll.
What's in the box? That's a huge bitch.
Former fats.
Formerly fat people will always be the loudest in the room. They think they've beat some impossible level, and now that they won that level and found thinness, they have the right to critique everybody that has a large body.
Tell me that you are jealous of someone else's progress without telling me that you're jealous of someone else's progress.
I fart in your general direction.
Former fats are the loudest in the room. It's the same reason why before and afters are so important. It's because people that change their lives, they should be the loudest. They're proud of what they've done. And they have overcome something tremendous. You know why? Because you're not taught this. You're poisoned to every fucking term. You're poisoned in all your fucking pores. You're poisoned by experimental drugs. You're poisoned by the media. You're poisoned by everything that you see on social media as well. You're poisoned in your ear holes. You're poisoned in your mouth holes. You're poisoned everywhere. So to overcome literally being killed by every fucking corporation and government agency nonstop throughout your entire life, not educated properly about any of this, you've made it through and actually changed your life. So yeah, you win big, you fucking put in the work, sure, be the loudest. Everyone else that complains about it are huge pussies that don't want to put in the work or feel a shot towards their own self-esteem because they haven't done it and they're jealous. And it's a stanky cologne and it makes me nauseous.
Because they once had one. All it shows is the level of insecurity and misery
that you have
in their own body.
This absolute brainwashing, this gaslighting from all these woke shit fucks. They're miserable. They're low self-esteem. What are you talking about? Holy projection. It's you. You have low self-esteem. You feel like shit and you're jealous. Say it. Fucking say it.
Say it!
Say it.
Say it!
Say it, Bish.
And I think we should all stop giving it attention because what we should be working on is
cardio.
Liberation,
Weightlifting,
and justice work, and listening to the most marginalized among.
Oh God!
And
what
justice work?
What
is liberation?
Oh, we should be focused on liberation. Oh, fat people, you're in the fat centration camp again. Oh my God, we rounded them all up. That's called a Walmart. Okay, you don't have to liberate yourself from Walmart. You just walk out the door, albeit maybe sideways, but you have to just go out. Follow the signs that say exit. 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 And get off the fucking cart. Get a little exercise in your life.
And justice work.
Justice work. Oh, justice work. Yeah, we're going to fight because we're oppressed. That's called gravity, Mochambo. Oh my God.
Ever served in a forward area?
And listening to the most marginalized among us.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
I agree. Send them to Saudi Arabia. They'll see what oppression really is like. I don't think they make burqas big enough. Or is it a hijab? Like, I don't know. You just need like a fucking industrial tarp. Mayhaps. Oh, God. Do they make beekeeper costumes in 5X? All right, here we go. Marginalized.
Listening to the most marginalized among us, not somebody that looks like a mayo and cheese sandwich.
What? Huh? What?
What the fuck is that?
That's not how I expect that video to end. You went from liberation and marginalized to a sandwich? Ah, I see where your head's at. I know where you're going with that. Someone's hungry.
And listening to the most marginalized among us.
What?
Not somebody that looks like a mayo and cheese sandwich.
Someone translate. I'm not even upset. I wanted to... The fuck does that... The fuck does that mean? Sorry, Howard. Oh, God, he lost stuffing out of his butthole. God damn it. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? A mayo and cheese sandwich. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
That's going to bother me all day. That's going to bother me all day. Now I'm confused. Oh, that's going to fuck me up. I don't even know what that means. That's going to bother me for the rest of the day. No, I need to hear that again.
Formerly fat people will always not listening to the most marginalized among us.
Hold on a second.
Justice work and listening to the most marginalized among us, not somebody that looks like a mayo and cheese sandwich.
The fuck does a mayo and cheese? Are you being racist? You're talking about like a white person? Wait, first off, that sounds like the most grotesque, disgusting thing I could ever imagine. A mayo and cheese sandwich. First off, that just sounds gross. Someone's like breaking down their latest diet. Is that your diet plan? Is that what you just ate? Or you're looking at a mayo and cheese sandwich, you're thinking like, I could go for a mayo and cheese sandwich. All right.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point
in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Slastukin 67 says, Urban Dictionary says it's a three-way lesbian thing. Do not Google. Oh, Mayo and cheese. Mayo and cheese. Oh God.
What is the best move to silence
Tainty reprieve,
a woman?
quick. Oh no. Oh, Bubba, no.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Fuck your resolutions. We'll give away this Swole card right away.
You switch the samples.
Excellent. That's a great show. That's it. That's all I got. I'm going to think about that the rest of the day. That's going to bother me. That's going to get under my skin. I'm going to try to unpack that. I don't think I will. It's going to be very uncomfortable. I feel lost. I feel lost. I have no direction. Like my compass is just spinning. Everything I knew to be true in this world has just been turned upside down. I don't know what to think. I don't know what that means. Someone help me understand what that fucking means. Not someone who looks like so people that have transformation photos look like a mayo and cheese sandwich. The fuck does that mean? The fuck does that mean?
Loud noises!
All right, let's give away the Swole card. Here we go. Falcon, make this right, please. Thank you, sir. Jesus Christ. No idea what that means. Fuck your resolutions. We got a winner. Today's winner of the Swole card is Giovanni Mancini. Congratulations. Bridget, I am. Bridget, you're a glutton for punishment, Papa. I am. I'm a glutton. I'm just like, take it all. I'm taking it all. Take it all. All right, fam. Congratulations, Giovanni. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2337 in the subject, your mailing address, in the body of the email. For fuck's sake, someone take me home. I am home. Save me. Save me from this insanity. Fuck your resolutions. Don't worry, fam. There are a lot more of those cards where that comes from. What is it? We got one more day. Is it 30 days in September? Right? I think 30 days. That was not bad.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Oh, God. Hit the like button on the way out. Share the Mancast. What a fucking show. Holy cripes. That was a beast. That was a monster today.
I don't know how to put this.
We'll take some soundboard requests. Drop in the comments.
Kind of a big deal.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
Remember, fam, go to AskPapaSwolio.com. Submit your question for the Mancast. Goddamn, son. That's fucking bullshit. Watch out, former fats. You look like a mayo and cheese sandwich.
Dodson, we've got Dodson here.
Emotional damage.
The little rascal has spirit.
You made me happy.
Oh, baby.
Mr. Strickland.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
I got you, fam. Bass Bunny and Cerny, same time. Ooh. Hobo's dick cheese. I got you.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down, so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Tactical and accurate. Fam, we did it again. We did it again. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much, FamWise. If you have not yet joined the Swole fam, make sure you head on over to swolenormousx.com. Use code GTTFG to save $20 off unlimited memberships. Fam, it is time to go get after it. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, anywhere you bang your ear holes. And check all the links in the show notes down below. All the information, the things I say every single day is down in the description. You all are awesome. We'll see you tomorrow morning for FEF. The FEF cast is tomorrow. And of course, right after the public stream, we go into overtime. So yet another reason, well, super zoomed in, another reason to join the Swole fam today. You get access to all the private live streams. We have a weekly private call on Mondays. We got the overtime segments every Friday. We have twice every month, we have our Swole fam roundtable. So we have one coming up next Thursday, a week from today, another roundtable. So join the fam today. And anyone that's calling in, that's struggling, like we had an amazing call today, it's time to surround yourself with better people. Start with your 7 pillars. Go to Swole Enormous X, join the fam today, download the 7 pillars, start forging yourself. Work on your discipline. Hit your 7 pillars. Crush it. Fucking get after it. Challenge yourself. Block out the fucking noise. Tomorrow is FEF. Block out the fucking noise. Block out the girls, the guys. Block out those stupid bullshit fucking negative influences in your life and start forging that for real. For real. You'll make those changes and you'll never look back and you'll be shocked and pissed off at your previous self. Like, how did I wait so long to take action like this? So, all those links down below. We'll see you tomorrow for 2338. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy Pop Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no